Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of our Hazbin Hotel podcast. Welcome to the after show. You know, I was going to do these, and then I went, it's not really quotes, it's actually parentheses. So I do this. This is a parentheses. Welcome to the after show. Listen, these 2 episodes were bonkers, but we aren't even going to talk to you about them for very long because we have an insane lineup for you today. There are 3 special guests on this podcast, plus clips from our New York Comic Con interviews. It's wild. It's insane. It's packed. It's going to be 2 hours long, and y'all are going to love it, I hope. But I'm Tessa with Mama's Geeky. Very excited for you to be here. Rachel, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Rachel. I'm with a little bit of everything. I am with the Mary Sue, sometimes with Mama's Geeky, and with that hashtag show, which is where you can find all of my Hazbin Hotel Season 2 recaps and various other Hazbin Hotel news pieces. Yeah, that's where you can find me. We are joined specially tonight by our lovely co-host-ish, Carla, who is just chilling in the background. I hope you
Look
all
at her.
enjoy her back there.
She's excited.
She's looking. She's ready. She's ready to be on air. So this is a doozy of an episode, and I am just very
so
excited.
So many people are
For
here.
people to sit through this. It's like a movie. Get your popcorn.
It is, and you're gonna love it. I'm telling you, some of the stuff we have learned, teases we have gotten for. Oh, there's good stuff coming. Before we dive into that, though, Sophie, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Sophie. I am journalist adjacent. I like to say this now. Like, it is so much fun. But yes, I'm here. I just a huge fan of the show. Got into it because of Rachel and Tessa. So yes, hello, I'm here.
Yeah, listen, these 2 episodes, I'm like in my head, I want to skip ahead to Husker Dust, but we can't. We can't yet. Let's try to go in order. We're terrible at staying in order, by the way.
Yes.
But,
oh my. Yeah.
Yes.
As you'll see. As you will discover later on in this episode.
We're all over the place.
No one can let us be unsupervised.
No, it's terrible.
Because it turns into chaos.
It is. We had some great songs. We had Viv's most anticipated song release finally this week, right? Vox Populi.
Yes. Vox Populi is the one I'm dying for people to see. That one and the follow-up, the reprise that he does is Vox Die. I helped board that one because I had such a vision to it, and it looks so perfect to what I imagined. So I love that.
She was so excited for it, as she should be, because first off, Jeremy Jordan, my canceled wife, Lucifer. I stand with my canceled wife and his fucking vocals. Listen,
it is so good.
To Age of Madness.
So good.
Y'all better go listen to Age of Madness after this. Like,
yes,
please.
After 2 hours from now.
At 2 hours from now, I better see the Spotify streams go up for Age of Madness. I don't know if the Spotify streams are at right now, but I better see it go up.
And they can't
Jeremy
go up
Jordan
now.
is so
you
good.
Stay for the 2 hours and then
don't you leave this episode? How dare you? Give us the views.
Literally.
I'm broke.
They're gonna skip through us and talk. Listen,
you know,
I know y'all don't care what we have to say, but we're gonna talk.
I'm yelling into a void at this point.
At this point, I'm talking to Carla. I don't care.
Yeah, Carla. She's licking her paw.
No.
But yes, Vox Populi. And then in Vox, was it Day? My
restaurant. I think it's Die.
No, Vox Die. Vox Die.
Vox Die. That's it. Vox Die. I was like thinking of like the Latin I used to sing in choir. But Vox Die, that specific like 360 animation shot when Vox is like grabbing the cables.
Yes.
That I've been so excited to talk about that for weeks because that is an insane feat.
Yeah,
I just want to know
a show to animate, and it looks so fucking cool.
It looks great.
I feel like I saw like one of them talking about it too, and they were like, I don't know if it was that specific shot, but it was like something along with that, and they were like, it took 3 months to animate, and I'm like,
I believe it.
That's insane to me.
It might be that, or it might be another one.
I don't know which one it was,
but I feel like we could be proven wrong as to if they specify which one it was, whatever it is. That shot specifically in this episode would not shock me if it took that long because it's so cool.
I want to watch it right now.
Insane. No, literally. I was like, these are episodes where I need to.
And then we can well done. But
and then we get the great Quaxby joke, which Broadway return, Jeremy Jordan. Was this planned when this was animated?
I can't wait.
100%. I bet you it was not even on that. Like, it was a random playbill, and then later they were like, "Oh."
Like, this is one thing I need to know, because like he wasn't announced to come back to Gatsby when like the screeners came out.
But
and
how much did he know?
But that's what I mean.
He probably knew.
Did they know?
Yeah,
I need to know.
Well,
I'll ask Jeremy Jordan tomorrow night.
Or
for
Night.
real.
There you go. I was gonna say maybe
I'll
we'll
ask
just
him
have
tomorrow
him on
night. I'll be like, hey, you want to go on our pod?
Do you want to go on our pod? We have serious burning questions.
I do though. Like I have so many questions about Lucifer.
Oh my god. I love Lucifer so much.
We're getting more, and we're getting really cool Lucifer backstory too, which Viv talked about a little bit on Blue Sky today, was how the part, and like we talk a little bit about it with Amir too later on in the episode, but like how every
spoiler,
punishment.
Amir is one of the, well, you would have seen by the thumbnail.
It would have been in the thumbnail.
Spoiler, I wasn't there.
I know.
I was at work. So
she doesn't like Amir, so she didn't show up for the pugs. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Number one Alastor hater.
No, people will take that out of context. They're going to come at you now, Sophie. You're done.
I'm clipping it and I'm posting it on the socials.
Stop. No, but I just thought of like, whenever I was rewatching the episodes like today before I was like actually working, like, ooh. It was whenever Charlie was yelling at him and she's like, Dad, wasn't that you? And he's like creeping away and he's like, no, I'm not here.
It's just a dream. Yeah, he's like, it's just a dream. I'm not here. Bye.
But like, he's just crazy.
Dad, though.
I'm
obsessed. It all stems like from him loving Charlie, and like that's what I love so much.
That's what I love, and it's also like you know, if you've seen like our social clips on TikTok, I spoke to him on the carpet for season 2, and one of his big things about Lucifer and playing him is that he is basically someone who never grew up.
Yeah.
And so we get that kind of like innocence, that naivete with how he perceives the world and how he exists within the world. And then we get a little bit more of his backstory within this particular episode, where we learn that his punishment in hell is that he can't harm the sinners. Like he cannot do anything with them. So it's kind of like, and I saw Sam post a little bit about this too on Twitter, where it's not like, you know, the Paradise Lost kind of devil, where it's like, okay, if I can't rule in heaven, I'll rule in hell. It's like he's very much a reluctant ruler in hell, and it's his punishment, and he can't do anything about it. So he tries his best to distance himself because he never quite grew up and learned how to deal with these conflicts.
Yeah. So
I think that's going to be like a really interesting thing for what's going to happen coming in the season, and even coming in like the later seasons.
It's like we talked about it a little bit with Amir too. But the difference of people's punishments or what they did to get to hell, and you know, we've already seen everyone's redemption is going to be different. So I love that they're not just making hell like a blanket statement across the board. Every single character has this like deeper, you know, story to them, and Lucifer just loves his ducks and his daughter. That poor man.
I know, like this man, he's just like opening the door to Vaggie, and he's like, I'm not doing anything. And he's just covered in ducks.
Just covered in ducks.
What are we doing?
I need somebody, please, God, please let there be someone at Comic-Con that shows up in a sweater full of rubber ducks.
I mean, it'll happen. I'm telling you, the amount of cosplays that are coming out of this. Okay, we're skipping ahead because we're talking about cosplay. I'm bad at this, but like Angel, this version of Angel is 100%
this version
cosplayed all
Angel.
over the place.
Okay, because I need to talk about Angel.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Song.
Yeah, what about it?
I love it.
I love it too. He goes full Jessica Rabbit in this.
Yes,
it's fucking dope.
It's so good.
That whole episode too, like with Keith, you know, Huss singing his song, and then we go like right into
That's the best enrichment.
Great. It's the best enrichment.
Arrangement.
Oh, I thought you were like, that's enrichment, man. Like, I'm like, yeah, like, true, facts. it's so iconic. I love doing that song because it was so diametrically opposite from Poison, you know, which was the big song for season 1, and now like Angel's song in season 2 is like this sultry fucking. But Sam's already talked about like maybe the possibility. No, I actually won't say that because I don't want to spoil that. But yeah, I'm excited for just all the possibilities for this song. Yeah.
Is there a way you can win a Grammy for a song on a soundtrack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a category?
Yeah, that's actually a category. Yeah, it'd be like best song.
Let's do that.
I think you guys also
Let's
got
do that.
nominated for
Yeah.
that. Like for was it Billboard or was it Grammys that the show was nominated for?
We were nominated for a Billboard Music
Billboard.
Award.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
an
also
American
pumped to
musical.
see
And American,
is cosplays of that specific Angel Dust
Oh
look
my
are
gosh.
gonna go.
Oh, they're gonna be
horribly.
everywhere.
so many fucking cool cosplays.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fucking
Of
great.
that.
The wigs, though, that people are gonna make, they're gonna have to take some time on those wigs. Yeah.
But it'll be worth it.
And you can also see it like at drag shows too.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my God. Yes.
Because
Yeah.
it's like Angel doing drag, and
Like,
that's
what?
and
It's right there.
Yeah, the community is already like loving the show in of itself.
I really want to do an acoustic version of that and Poison at some point. I'm working on a Poison one right now. So.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yes. Oh my god, we need to. I saw a tweet, and
saw a
it
tweet.
was someone
Didn't we all?
drew this, and it was 2 days ago. Hold on, let me find
2
it.
days ago. So
Yeah,
before...
they drew this 2 days ago without knowing this episode.
I
in
know,
general.
I know,
And they
I think
said,
I know
so,
what one you're going to
This
post.
is
or
the
you're
general
going to show.
manifestation for Wednesday, right? Husker Dust community. And then after they watched the episode, they're like, I actually didn't think this was happening. So, I mean, we could probably just share the clip or something, but like, this is the tweet itself, and it was
Oh,
so crazy.
yeah.
Oh, wait,
I was like,
I didn't see that tweet.
Wow.
it is
I saw-
literally.
That's
I'll
crazy.
send it. We'll edit
Yeah.
this in, but like, this is insane.
Yeah.
I was like, this is literally spot on, and I don't know how these people were like, you know what, this is my vision, and they have the same vision as everybody else.
Did you
It
see?
is insane.
It's crazy. Did you see there was one, I don't think it was Twitter, it might have been TikTok. Because I'm not very much on Twitter, but it was the visual, and I caught it watching it. You both probably caught it watching it too. But when Angel's on the stage and the wings behind Angel, it's very
Yes.
much like when Husk will like save or protect Angel, you know, and had like the wings behind Angel.
And
I
the
was like,
same thing happened in when he was trying to save Husk from
yeah,
the,
yeah,
was
from
it-
the
yeah,
from the
from
it
the
was
train.
during Loser Baby, right?
I missed that.
And then oh my god, you'll have to see
I need to
when
rewatch
Angel's on
it.
stage. There's the wings behind. Oh, I'm like, I just love them. I just love them so much.
I just love
I
that
do too.
Husk got his own song.
Which, can we talk real quick? I talked to Sam about this week earlier, but the people that fully were so wrong just by looking at who sings in each song.
Yes.
They thought like they're like, this is gonna be a love potion.
They all
Like,
thought it was going to be about like assault. They were
yes,
certain it was going to be about
No.
assault. They were
Yes.
so convinced.
because the voices, and I love how Sam was just like, are we gonna hire 3 random people to do one line in a song? No,
yeah, like no,
we're gonna
like
use
if you
the
look
people
at
we already have. Like,
it's no, it really is. It's just like it's so funny to me because like seeing the people theorize because like, you know, I was theorizing when the emojis initially dropped
the
because
emojis
that was
are
before we
fun.
knew the songs. Like we hadn't seen the screeners yet, so we had no idea.
Yeah,
But it's like going back, I'm like, it is very funny how many people were like misinterpreting it when it's like, no, like everybody does backing vocals literally at some point. Like Patrick Stump isn't bad with us. Like,
right. And
he's
people thought
Hatchet.
Abel was gonna be bad.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
Hatchet. He does
Yeah.
the voice of Hatchet. And
Yep,
we meet
it's so funny.
quite literally, we learn his name like this season. I don't think we knew his name last season. I was like, when Sam mentioned it, I was like, he has a name.
yeah, yeah.
But
Frickin'
yeah, it's like we
Hatchet.
quite literally freaking Hatchet. We're like, yeah, they just bring in everybody. It's like, why not? They've got such talent.
Exactly.
makes
And it's
sense.
like
Shows
one
it's a-
line is gonna be fine, but then everyone's like, because they don't hear the song yet, they're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah, you know,
Mhm.
it's so funny. It's so, but I love it. I love seeing all the theories and stuff, especially because we know now, because we've seen the screeners, that I'm like, and there
No,
are some that are close.
it's my favorite. Yeah,
it's fun.
it's so fun to kind of like be in this position where we're like, okay, so we're seeing the theories, and guys, some of you people have been like super close.
I know.
It's very
and some
scary.
are not
And I
even
am
remotely
impressed.
close, by the way.
Some were like, no, nice, but no. But some of them, I'm like, have you seen this?
Well, it's funny because Sam and I were saying how like he's like sometimes I'm like, that could be a whole new show. We could have totally gone in that direction and things would be so different. But like it could have. That actually sounds like something that would work. Like some of the theories are close. But it's just this show is so good. But these songs, and again, we'll get into them a little later with Sam. But these songs in particular, they're all so good. But these 2 episodes, I'm like, man, there's some good stuff in here. I mean, we get Charlie and Baggy's duet, which
Baggy
I love.
throwing ass. Can we talk about Baggy throwing ass?
Yes, let's.
I've been wanting to say this phrase for weeks. She's throwing ass in that song.
Oh
and
my God.
I'm like, get it, girl.
Absolutely.
You get your girl. You seduce her. Go off. No, I love that song. Like, all seriousness. Like, that song is, I love how well they complemented their like voices together, because we get like the little harmony in Has Been Guaranteed. And like I was dying for more after that. I was like, I need to hear them in a song like this.
And I feel like Rachel can say this because I've been saying it since season 1. I was like, I've been waiting for something to complement Stephanie's voice the right way with this. And like, the song, and it blew my expectations out of the water. I was like, this is exactly what I wanted. And I'm so happy about it. I was like, I love this song because of the way that her voice is in it.
Yeah.
So good.
No, she's so fucking good in it. And it's just I'm glad that they finally have a song. I know people were complaining a little bit about how there wasn't a lot of Charlie and Baggy this season. But one of the things I will say is like the show is clearly a slow burn. We have 2 more seasons to go. At least we have 2 more seasons to go. Like things are not, you're not going to see all of your you're not going to see all your favorites all the time. Like it's going to have you're going to see more of people as the story benefits it. And, things will go on that way. But it's like when they're in those scenes together and they're together, they always make it really worth it. And I'm glad that we finally got this for them.
Yeah.
Yes. But also like Charlie's going through it. Like this is, it really does a great job of like mirroring real life, because if you are going through something like Charlie is right now, you are definitely on edge. You are gonna have conflicts with your partner. You are going to be in your head. Like that is life. If they were just like hunky dory, all happy, go lucky, it wouldn't be right. I mean, even just in the very beginning of Has Been Guaranteed, when she's like talking about like, or else my friend got murdered for no reason. Like she's breaking down.
Not well.
She's like not okay.
She's not.
This season is just Charlie spiraling over and over again.
Yes,
and I'm
but
like,
for good reason.
We need to give her a group hug.
Yeah, we need to give her
she needs some of her own therapy.
Well, I've seen a lot of people that are just like,
step in.
I'm mad at her, and it's like
feeble-minded smooth brain.
I'm like, I want to know, how would you fare if this happened to you? What would you do? You're not gonna be like, yay, let me go make out with my girlfriend. You're gonna be like, oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah, and it's like it's a very real reaction to somebody, especially who is like Charlie, because she is not like Lucifer. She is not meant for this. This is not the kind of life that she thrives in. Like she does not like conflict. She does not like any kind of battle issue, war, like anything like that. So it's like it's reasons to stand that she is not doing well. And like Viv has made it a point that you're not supposed to like Charlie this season.
Right.
Like you're supposed to be like, girl, what are you doing?
Right.
And that's like
why are you doing this?
A good example with that is like my coworker is like hates Charlie this season. He's like, I'm rooting for Vox to just take over. He's like, I don't like Charlie. Fuck Charlie.
That's
and I'm
a little
what? But I'm like, you know what? I get it, because I can see why you're coming from this, because it's just like, yeah, Charlie is annoying, but I'm also like, girl, please seek help.
Yes. No, oh my God. No kidding. She needs
stop it.
She needs a little bit of help. Husk needs a little bit of help. Husk went back to his old ways. He had a little bit of
But he did come back.
It
I
makes me
know.
He did
sad.
come back to the hotel. And oh my God, the thing that I love that they're doing this season with him and Angel is like their whatever their relationship is going to be, it is such a slow burn, but it's done in like the most delectable way possible, where they give you these little bitty morsels and it's clearly advancing the story, but then something sets it back. And it sets it back in a way that it's like you're not like, oh my God, why is there another obstacle? It's like, oh shit, there's another obstacle. Like we got Husk seeing Angel perform at the casino, and
Husk's
clearly,
reaction, by the way, is like, I love it. Oh,
yeah, like clearly he is like real. He's been realizing
it's like
some
you almost
things
see
this
heart
season.
eyes, hubba hubba.
Yeah,
you know?
like early,
Hubba hubba.
like it was like in episode. None of you are sending me a heart emoji. Sorry.
See, this is great.
But
Stay tuned for that because it was a fun
Stay
conversation.
tuned for that.
stay tuned for that, guys. You don't
They
want to
already
miss
skipped
this.
us. They aren't even here. If you're here,
Okay, then I'll
comment
just keep
right
talking.
now and say I'm still
Comment.
here.
Not
Saying,
comment.
'Cause I don't believe
what was
you.
I even saying? I lost my train. Oh,
Comment
yeah,
one.
I
Husk,
don't know.
Husk,
Hard eyes,
Husk, hard eyes. No, how he was even trying to like admit to something before Nifty dragged him away
Yes. I
and threw him
know.
out, and then he was clearly coming back to the hotel to
I
say something to
know.
Angel, and it was clearly being set up to be something that was like a huge, like heartfelt reveal kind of thing. It's all
And then
like
it
they
didn't
keep they keep cock blocking us.
But I
It's
think
all
that's
Nifty's
important.
fault.
It's all
It's
Nifty.
all
I
her
love it.
I think
love
it's
it,
important
though.
for both of them
it's-
have their issues. They have stuff they have to work through.
Yes.
If they were to just rush together, it's not going to work out.
No.
They
Yeah,
need to
like
fix themselves
they need to-
first.
Yeah, they need to work through their shit before they can get. Because I remember people saying that about season 1 too. Is it's like they need to work through their own issues before they can move on. But it's like as
Mhm.
long as Val is in the picture, like I
Yeah.
genuinely don't see a way for Angel to move forward with anything
Yeah.
with Husk.
I know.
So that kind of like brings another thing in because we're also getting a little more of Vox and Val and seeing what their relationship is.
Yeah,
which
is
is
fun.
Toxic.
Love that.
I mean,
You know,
not
what isn't-
shocking,
what
but I
isn't
love
toxic?
that. I
Yeah,
know,
say what
I
isn't
know.
toxic with those two. But it is fun. It's funny to see how much Alastor is also getting under Vox's skin.
Oh,
Yes.
Exactly. And because the fact that Vox literally is like, Val, no, you just stay back here, like whatever. And I'm like, you're screwing yourself over here, buddy. And like, but because Alistair's right there, and then he's like, yeah, see, I'm the boss. And it's like, okay,
That's-
Vox, like,
Yeah, and literally, it's like you're like he is quite clearly Alastor has a plan
yeah.
for why he did this, and Vox is so caught up in
Yeah, he
his
don't
own
care.
shit and trying to prove things that don't need to be proved
Yeah.
that he is just not noticing how much Alastor is playing him,
Mhm.
and he's playing
Oh, yeah.
right into it.
Of course. We also learned, was that this week? Yeah, the Val's from Florida.
I'm from fucking Florida.
That was so good.
Which when we were at New York Comic Con,
We're gonna drop the clip, but
we're gonna
go,
drop
yeah.
the clip, but
It was
we decided to make a detour and get some autos from them the day before, and we were talking to Joel, and I had to tell him
I was talking
were
to
still
Joel.
I talked to him after Amir and I were done. But anyway, we're not arguing. This is semantics. Cut this shit out. Erase this from the podcast. But anyway, we
Leave it
decided
in.
to take a detour. Shut up. And talk to Joel. And I had to tell him. I'd like lean over the booth and like whisper it because I was like,
Yeah,
no
it was
one
very-
needs to
it
hear
was very
spoilers. It was so
scary.
funny. But I like leaned over and I'm like, I need you to know that the I'm from fucking Florida line has been making me laugh for weeks now.
Yeah.
And he's like, that was improv.
Well, we do know that Val's from Florida. So.
Now he is.
Now he
You know,
is.
and honestly, that was wait. I can tell you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was like improvised. It's like, yeah, those are just like I'm from fucking Florida. And then Viv was like, I like that. I was like, wait, so it's canon now?
Change the whole backstory.
Here's the thing, because
But it
in
makes
my mind, the worst Latinos in the United States are from Florida.
There you go.
Trust me, and I can say that our family in Miami.
I know.
And I love it. I
You won't say anymore?
apologize if
Yeah.
you're from Florida.
You're
if
the
you
worst,
fall in this
apparently.
bracket, but this is your stereotype now, and I'm sorry.
Oh man. I mean, yeah, these two. Is there anything else from these two episodes you want to talk about, or should we queue up our
Can we talk
NSFW?
about Vox being racist?
Oh my god. That I was like, buddy, you're doing every people he goes to, and I'm
I
like,
was listening
you
to
realize
Vox
this isn't
Populi,
okay, right?
and it's
I
him
love
being
her.
like,
fuck out.
They're just like,
every
nope.
time.
It's,
I was like,
Oh,
and
the
he
other
said
one is
pure.
fine. But
No.
No.
like when he's doing, like when they're singing "Bad," is it "Bad with Us"?
Yeah,
yeah.
Bad
He's like
With Us,
going to
and
all
he's
the
like,
overlords, and
yes.
he goes to Carmela, starts singing in Spanish, and she's like, "No," and he's
No.
like,
Did
"Yeah,
you
okay."
see
yeah,
Val?
he knew he was going too
Val was
far.
like-
He was like, okay.
And when he tried at the end, when he's like "cha cha cha," and Val and Velvet are like, "No."
He's
It's
fine.
just the little things like that I love.
It's little things like that that genuinely make the show so funny because, like, objectively, it's terrible. But it's like, you know that this character is terrible, and you're like,
Right.
Jesus Christ.
It's just funny at this point. You're just like, you know what? Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, we don't condone this, but when Vox is doing it, it's funny.
Listen, that
The
reminds me of
nuance.
The nuance.
part of our conversation with Amir. I don't even want to ruin it for you guys, but he was, Rachel knows what I'm talking about. Sophie doesn't, because Sophie
I don't.
was
I
there.
was sadly not there. So
But when he was just talking about, he's like, "This is where you draw the line." Okay, like it's
I won't spoil it, but I was like, I
No.
can excuse this, but I draw the line at this.
right. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay,
Esther?
okay. I mean, we yapped with him for like 45. I don't know. Our
No, it was like a
conversations were
full-
so
it was a
long, but
full
then, it was a
hour.
full hour. But there was so much we had to take out because we were just literally laughing for
We
5
beat.
minutes about nothing. And I'm like, people are going to stop watching us laugh for 5 minutes. It was, but we talked to Amir, the voice of Alastor, needs no introduction. We have Brandon Rogers, Katie Killjoy coming up. The best part is we do talk to them about Katie and Tom's clashing. We talked to both of them about that. You are going to love what Brandon has to say. And Amir was very sensitive about it. It's nice. And then, of course, we have Sam Haft, as always.
in his compliments to Brandon.
He was. Oh, but he gives us a few takes. So
So clip what you want.
clip what you want.
There's two
whichever one you
options.
like. There's two
There's
options.
two
And
options.
remember to use these as memes because I said we need some memes from this
Yeah.
podcast because
Yeah.
there's some good moments,
There's
and I
some
better
good
see
ones.
them clipped.
Listen, this week's a doozy for you guys. Hopefully next week we have some more exciting stuff as well for you guys. So we have a little
Fingers
bit
crossed.
with Amir. We talked a little bit more to stick in next week, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I guess that's it.
Hello, welcome. We have a special guest today for the Hazbin Hotel pod. It's Brandon Rogers.
Woo!
I gotta say, that's my name.
That sure is. Who plays the TV anchor with the most?
Well, she has the most bust size. She's breaking the news and breaking her bras. She's got big tits, and I think every season she has more and more milk.
Every
I
season
love
is
Katie.
subtly different. Oh my god. No, I love it. Okay. All right, Tess, you want to start us off?
Okay, so the first question we got to ask you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. If Katie Killjoy was to have her own song, a full solo song, what does this sound like?
Welcome to me. You're watching the news, 666 News. I'm Katie Killjoy. Nothing rhymed so far in that.
I thought it was beautiful.
No, maybe she should stick to the news. I don't know. You know what it would be? It would be something appropriate for kids and something non-sexual, and I don't know. So I think it's for the best that she doesn't have a song that we know of.
Right. That we know of.
Yeah,
There's more coming.
that we know. We don't know what's coming down the pipeline.
That's right. She wants to come down Vox's pipeline, I'll tell you. They made her so horny this season. I just have to say, I do not have a hand in writing this show, but I still got a character just as fucked up as Blitz. And the shit they're having me say in this. Although I will say I got I'm not homophobic. I only hate gay people. That was a line that I threw in, and Amazon they approved of that. I think the day of when we recorded that line. So I was happy that made the cut because people didn't like that she was homophobic in the original pilot. So I'm like, oh, you don't like that? I'm going to double down, and she's going to hate them even more this season.
I was literally gonna be like, that felt like such a Brandon improv line. And I am
I
so
think it's
glad.
fun to play homophobic characters because my life was dictated by them for over half of it. So I think that embodying because I there were people outwardly homophobic growing up in high school, and it's fun to sort of reclaim them by making cartoonish, lampoonish little
Yeah.
fuckheads that you get to play in an Amazon series. So
They all peaked in high school. You know, who knows what they're doing now? Nothing,
part of me
probably.
hopes they're peaking right now. There's nothing that makes me happier than seeing, because we all love it when we see a bully when we grow up and they're like they've gotten old or weak or fat or they're in a wheelchair or whatever the fuck happened to them. We're like, haha, that's what they got. But I kind of like it when I see a bully who's still like, who's hotter than ever, who's just as evil as ever. There's something about that like, wow, that unrelenting force never died. And I kind of commend them for it. Because a lot of the bullies I had growing up, they're rich and powerful and nothing bad ever happened to them. And I'm kind of like, you know what, girl, get it, sir. And I like to think that Katie Killjoy is one. I like to think that she was a cunty piece of shit popular cunt in high school, and she just never fell out of that. She just always went up.
So we need the Katie Killjoy backstory.
Yes.
Basically, is what we're saying. We need
I
a full
honestly,
episode.
I'm not in the writer's room for these
No, yeah.
episodes, but I think in my mind she died in the 90s. I feel like she looks like a 90s bitch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she gets off 90s vibes.
She has the vibes. Yeah, she's got the vibes of like that very specific kind of reporter back then with their fucking like curly hair.
Right.
And their hoop earrings. Yeah, I know exactly the type.
I feel like Katie Killjoy is possibly Vanna White's evil twin sister. The sister that came out of the asshole when Vanna came out the front. I think Katie is the antithesis of her, but she's just as sexually appealing. Oh, God. Is she still turning letters today? I know we're getting
I think she is. I think she is.
Yeah,
good.
I think
That's what I'm
writing
saying.
letters.
There's something cool about someone's spark never dying. That's like good for Van. I get it.
Like she's gonna do that till she dies. She's gonna be
Oh,
in that
so
locker.
I'll say
I want to
any
buy an
bell
E.
for her.
She doesn't even turn them anymore. Now she just touches
she just
the lid of the
presses
button.
Yeah, they
She's
don't
tapping.
even turn them. Ugh.
She don't got time
Technology.
for turning no more. This is tapping Vanna. This is her era.
Okay, so then, we love Katie, but we have to talk about her lovely co-anchor, Tom.
Fuck Tom. Fuck that little MAGA. He's a little piece of shit, little limp dick. Tom is one of those guys you don't need to see his dick to know how small it is, right? Like you could just tell he's got a little gassed fucking thing down there. I don't like Tom. Oh, I hate Tom. I'm so glad they let her
Literally, like,
abuse
what
him.
is the hate? Like every time, like Tom's
Throwing
trying to
shit at
say
him.
something, like he's like, "Oh, I'm excited to talk about the news." Katie's like, "Nah, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, because fuck him.
Like-
Because they had to have him there for diversity because he's a different gender. So that's why we have him. But you know what? I think I love a character who's obsessed with either loving something, obsessed positively with something, or obsessed negatively with something like something like that. So like Blitz, for instance, he's obsessed with horses. I think it's fun to play a character who's obsessed with hating something or someone. So like as much as Blitz loves horses, I like playing with how much Katie hates Tom. And so it's fun to have a character obsess over something, whether for better or worse. Yeah.
I know, and it's done so well. It's like it's not like shoved in your face in this show. Like it is funny every single time.
90% of her bullying is done through the animation. It's her like bopping him or shoving him or sitting on him or whatever. And I bet you there's a group of sickos out there who are loving every time she hurts them. So
We know it.
Katie was made for someone out there has a very specific type of person they're into, and I'm sure Katie's just scratching the fuck out of that itch.
I do want to say
I don't encompass everything.
I learned she wears pants this season. You know when
Isn't that was a choice? That's what I said when I first saw a rough cut of the episode. I was like, oh, that pants under the skirt. Okay, all right. Well, I guess you know, but she's a woman who's known for above the waist, right? She's,
Yeah.
you know, right now, my fucking ass and balls are on the chair. So I'm like, it's when you're waist up, who cares what's under there?
Exactly.
She's a woman who knows where the camera is. So maybe it was just a rough day for her. You know, RuPaul wears sweats when she's judging.
It's called comfort.
It is
Called
about,
comfort,
yeah.
yes.
I was
Yes.
just like, those are pants. Okay.
But you know what? She kind of wears the pants in that relationship with Tom. It's fun. You know what? I'll say this. She wears the skirt with Vox and the pants with Tom. And so I think it's kind of interesting that you see her, you see her very, very masculine with Tom and then very feminine with Vox. And it is kind of fun to see both sides of her. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one thing that kind of shocked me. I was like, oh, so this is how she acts around someone that she doesn't despise. I'm like, oh, okay. So, like, why Vox? Like, is it the power? I guess it's the power.
My take on it is just like it's a reflection of the news today, how they're practically, you know, sucking the dick of people who influence, you know, and so I feel like there is some kind of a narrative to that of her being so yes, daddy, more punish me, media, you know, like it's her being a puppet in the most sleazy way possible. Yeah. I fucking love playing. I feel like she's like the Stella of this series. There are certain characters in Viv's universe that are just everyone universally hates this person, and it's fun because Katie, you know, as of right now, Katie has not had any redeeming moments. She hasn't had any moments that show how nice she is. So it's fun. She's a character that's just pure evil, and it's kind of fun being that. I like it because Blitz has, you know, I have to play him with a bit of heart, but Katie, I get to just be a pure heartless beast, and she's so big. She is a beast. I didn't realize how massive they made her. Angel Dust is thick too. I didn't realize how big that boy was as well. Holy shit!
What is it like? Someone.
Yeah,
I swear someone had like the actual heights for some of these characters. Like, I don't know if it was like the canon heights or anything, but I think, what was it, like Angel's like 7 foot, something like that. I'm like, that is an insanely scary thing to imagine. First off,
yeah, it's at the Spindle Horse office. We have cardboard cutouts of all the characters, and they're all their actual heights.
Oh,
and
they are.
When I first saw the cutouts, I was like, that's not right. These characters, like these are all sized differently, but no, I thought like they were just printed them out at different sizes because they don't look like they should be in the same room with each other. And so yeah, Angel Dust is a monster. Blitz is a little baby. Although they have made him taller since season 1. In fact, if you look at the original, some of the original episodes on YouTube versus the Amazon uploads. They've made him quite a bit taller, especially next to Stolas. So the height difference isn't so much. But anyways, fuck that show. That's hell of a fuck. I don't care.
It's also a great show, but we will get. That's what I was going to say.
We will. That's our next goal.
Here's the thing. I love talking about Katie because everyone only ever asks me about Blitz, so I never get to. I personally love Katie just as much as Blitz. Blitz was just handed to me. Like Katie Killjoy was a role that I wasn't sure if I was going to like. I was not expecting to play her. So, you know, she's inspired off of a character that I already play on YouTube, and I could tell obviously the similarities are very palpable.
Yeah.
And in the back of my mind, when Viv was recasting for the Prime series, I was like, if I don't get Katie, if I'm not even offered or even asked if I want to play Katie Killjoy, part of me will be a little bit sad. And I didn't say anything. I kept my mouth shut. I didn't even like say, hey, have you cast the role yet? I just waited. And sure enough, we were at Viv's house and we were watching like Smiling Friends or something on her couch. And she just looks over at me and she was like, would you want to play Katie Killjoy? And I was like, yes, I would. Okay. And that was that. I got the role. It was very, very casual. And it put to bed a lot of insecurities that I had of like, am I not good enough to play an animated Bryce? Am I not good? Like, I really hope I get. So, yeah, I didn't have any imposter syndrome going into the studio. Obviously, Richard Horvitz is vocal directing, who I've already, you know, he does Helluva. So I walk in and the only note was like, all right, just be Bryce. Just like sound like Bryce on the mic. And so I just emulated her voice, and it's cool because they use a lot of her mannerisms. Like she cracks her neck a lot, and you know, the way that she smiles, and like when I play Bryce on camera, I'm emulating, like, Katie Killjoy looks like what I try to go for when I play her. Like, I wish my mouth could do that, and I wish that my eyes could flutter like that. And so yeah, anyway, I'm very honored that kind of one of my characters has indirectly weaseled their way into a show on Prime Video. So yeah.
Yeah, and I genuinely could not imagine anybody else in that role. Like, I recently showed Sophie the original, like, Has-Been pilot, and she's like, it feels so wrong. Like, it's not like it's wrong, but it's like, it's not right.
Like, I could see, like, the vision of what they were trying to do, but it just, I felt like, for me personally, I was just like, I know I was being very biased because of you, but I was just like, I don't feel anything towards this. I was like, I don't hate her or love her, but I'm like, when I watch it with you, it's like, I hate and love her. And I'm like, this is crazy.
I want to bring that to a character. I love playing a character that people get to hate. Like I said, Stella from Helluva Boss. Part of me is a little bit jealous that Georgie, who I'm very good friends with, that she got a role that was so much chewier than Blitz, in a way that, like, she gets to, you know, cut her teeth on being evil and being, you know, there's something that you get out of your system out of being a hateable piece of shit. And so with Katie Killjoy, I love that I get to be an asshole. I love the reactions when people watch me on YouTube. Like, I see the reactions when Katie Killjoy shows up on screen. I love it. Oh God, this fucking bitch. Oh my God. There's something really cool about invoking that, because whether or not the audience loves or hates her character, she's not someone that you forget easily. And I love playing characters that are, you know, she comes with her own fucking backdrop and her own studio. And so, like, every time she appears, it's very much her moment. She's kind of, you know, she gets to open the series and close the series. And it's really just a really fun character to play, because I don't get too lost in the woods with the plot. I get to be a very on the surface. I don't get too involved in the drama. So, although with Vox, who knows? She might be orbiting toward a very messy arc. I don't know.
Listen, I'm down for that.
I know. I'm like, I need to know. I'm scared to know, but I also need to know.
I feel like Vox likes to get pegged, and I feel like Katie's a pegger.
Oh, 100%.
You're exactly right there, for sure.
You're correct. You're 100%
I get that vibe from them. I don't know. Yeah.
Like, what is it? The bisexual panic?
I mean, like, are there? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be a straight character in the series somewhere.
I think it's Nifty.
I think it is Nifty.
I think Nifty
is
the
she
token.
straight?
I'm pretty sure she's a token straight.
Yeah,
because she's the only one. Like, she's only attracted to the bad boys. So
that's right. It. That's I want is Nifty. I've been meaning to ask Viv this. I want to know what Nifty did to be in hell. Like, is she almost seems imp like she was born there. Like, is she a part of hell? Is she and if she died, if she's a sinner, like, what the fuck did she do? Yeah, like, to get into hell.
She was cleaning, and she was murdering people and cleaning up her own messes.
Like,
in-house cleaning lady. I don't know. Like,
that would be a good one though. Like a reverse. What's the hotel? The murder hotel. Why am I spacing on his name? God. Whatever.
The murder hotel. The one from Helluva. The Rolando. Is that what you're talking about?
That is one of them too. Yes, but like the real life one, like the real the World's Fair one too, is what I'm thinking of too.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but
the Cecil Hotel.
That is one. Yes, we're gonna go with that.
Oh God,
I can't remember the other one. Yes.
Oh my God. No. I used to work at a law firm, and we went up against the Cecil Hotel. We represented Elisa Lamb, who was the girl in the water tower. Do you remember that case?
I do, because we watched that documentary on it.
That documentary was
on Netflix. The 3-part. Oh my God, that was they covered it really well. Because
they did.
Working at the law firm, we had to research that hotel, and I had to do a lot of digging. And the more I dug, the more I was like, this hotel is really fascinating. Like, so many people died there in really gruesome ways, and really like unrelated ways. And I thought like, wow, what a fucking hellmouth this place is. And so it did inspire. I don't know about Viv, but it inspired a lot of my writing. Like anytime Helluva Boss takes place in a spooky setting, like a hotel or something like that, that's very much inspired by like the Cecil Hotel.
I love it.
But anyway, we're talking about the Hazbin Hotel, something that's even worse.
It's worse. Hey, they remodeled it. They tried. It's
They
slightly less bad.
I love. Oh my god, I have memorized what that fucking new hotel looks like because they made me sign fucking 200 of those vinyl fuckers. Oh my god, U2's. I don't know if they've even announced it yet, but U2's has released. You know, how, like Funko does the little buildings of things. So U2's is doing like the hotel. It might already be out already. I don't know, but like at the last con I was at, they had the whole cast, all of us, sign like 200 of these fucking things. Do you know how hard it is to sign a hotel? There's nowhere to fucking.
It's like,
that
are
thing
you
is so
signing
fucking
hotels?
detailed.
Like, I get this gutter right here.
Yeah.
Right. Like what part of it's there's so many like points and fucking
We need to put edit in a picture of that so we can kind of get an idea, Tessa.
I know. Here's this.
I love the design of Viv's buildings and characters, but they are hard to replicate. They're so, especially cosplayers. We've all, I'm sure I speak for the rest of the cast in saying that we have all had our eyes poked out by horns and nails because the cosplayers dress like these characters, and all of the characters are so fucking sharp and pointy and jagged.
Yeah.
You know, and so like you're just getting like constantly jabbed with like fucking like the wigs are sharp, like angel dust wigs are sharpened to a point. And like they're really the cosplays are lethal is what I'm trying to say. They are dangerous. People wear contacts so they bump it into each other because they can't see shit. We have a lot of furries and they can't see shit. And so we're just like, oh, the Luna. If you ever want a good dose of furry, just stand in one of Erica Lindbeck's lines and see the people who line up for Luna. That's hell of a fuck. That's not part of.
Speaking of cosplays, though, have you seen any Katie Killjoy ones?
Yes. It's hard. Sometimes I will confuse a Katie Killjoy cosplay for a Bryce cosplay if it's not a platinum blonde wig. Like it has to be blonde. Yeah, because some of them go a little bit dirtier, and she starts to look like Bryce. But also the tits give it away. When people cosplay, Bryce is notoriously flat-chested, and Katie is not. So the tits will give it away. But yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, she's a stylish cunt, and I haven't seen a person pull her off horribly. I've seen Katie Killjoys at every age, gender, and body type, and they're all hot. And so, yeah. I love them.
I love the cosplays, though. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite things about these shows is seeing it and seeing, especially at the season 2 premiere on Broadway for Hazbin. Like the cosplays were freaking insane.
Is that where did we see each other there, or did we see each other at the Comic-Con in San Diego?
We saw each other. So we saw each other at the premiere because in San Diego I was not in. Tessa was.
Yes, and then I interviewed you, and I interviewed the whole cast, and I was like, "This is just Brandon talking the whole time." Remember, Erica was like spinning on a spinny chair in the back, like I've got nothing to say. It was great.
Oh my god, I watched a few of those interviews from the red carpet, and like I just have to clarify, I was sober. I was just really hyped up, and it looks like I was on meth the whole time, and I was very much that's what getting excited at a red carpet does to me. Like I
love it.
Yeah.
In a way, I wasn't sober. Like I really was just in the moment and just having fun because, last year it was also the same thing. At the last premiere, my interviews look unhinged, and it's just like, and I'm pretty sure I was sober at that red carpet too. So it was. I just get really like. Something inside of me gets really excited when we go to especially these premieres because these are unlike regular premieres. There's a different energy in the air. Like I've gone to a bunch of other premieres for what you name it, like Netflix and Hulu, like all these big, but something about particularly a Helluverse premiere has this electric spark to it in the air, and I just feed off of that. It's very similar to our panels at conventions. Very positive energy with our fan base. By the way, I'm
is,
sorry. I'm
and
just
even-
getting over a cold, so my voice is
No,
sounding very, very
you're
nasally.
good.
So,
Why is
but
everybody getting sick?
Because it's that time of year.
Yeah, it's that season.
It is. It's that season. So how much, you already talked a little bit about improv, but like how much improv of Katie makes it in?
a lot, actually. Well, it's hard to say. Well, I think a lot. They're very. I always do it as written, but then after I get that out of the way, then I'm kind of free to do whatever I want to do with her.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the homophobic stuff. I threw it in there because I really did want to double down and make her a very,
So
very,
glad.
very aggressively conservative, a violently conservative news anchor. And there's a handful of anchors out there who, let's face it, I mean, she's not inspired from nothing. You know, there are a
Yeah.
lot of fear mongering reporters
Oh yeah.
who incite panic greater than the heights of their hair. You know what I mean? And like there's something really I don't want to say admirable, like, drawn to with those kind of characters. They're like for as aggressive as they are, they're like gorgeous. They're very like it's almost a little draggy. You know what I mean? How like much some certain anchors like, you know, especially like in the 80s and 90s, how big the hair would be and how the makeup, and there was, I mean, Trixie Mattel released a whole makeup line based off of daytime talk show hosts just because of how campy it was in the 90s. And so I think Katie Killjoy definitely exists in that realm. I'm curious how she died, though. I think she broke her neck. She keeps breaking her.
You gotta ask Viv. You gotta ask Viv and get that backstory.
Sometimes I'll ask Viv something. And if she doesn't have an answer to it, I kind of tell her, all right, I'm going to come up with this. And like, that's what I'm like. If you don't stop me, that's canon.
If you don't stop me, that's canon.
Okay, so Katie broke her neck. I'm going to say that's canon.
Yeah, especially in Helluva, I'm kind of like, all right, like if you're not saying no, then I'm going to say yes. And it might pop up in an episode somewhere because that's canon now. Yeah, but luckily Viv is very certain about what is or isn't canon. Like she knows her universe like the back of her hand. You know, she's just like an encyclopedia of her own mythology, and her own mythology is also heavily tied to actual, you know, biblical lore and like, you know, stuff that she used. Like I've learned about all kinds of demons and deities and shit from the fucking Bible that I didn't know existed, and I was baptized. Right? Like Mammon and fucking Solus. Yeah, they're all. Well, they don't teach you about the fucking cool characters. We had to learn about Mary and all the ones that fuck the mortals at the table.
I don't want to listen to Job. I don't care about this man. Like, where are the demons?
Care about Job?
Yeah,
Literally.
Job. I don't care about Job. The only one of the good guys I really was a fan of was Jesus. That's because he was cool.
He could do magic tricks. He was cool.
Yeah, he was turning water into
Cool.
wine.
And hey, you know what? As a kid, I knew I love a guy with a lot of holes. So oh my God, my grandparents are going to, the ones that are still alive are going to come for me in their wheelchairs.
They're gonna be like, not again.
Right, not again. Oh my God. I remember my grandmother got so offended. We were watching a TV show and someone was eating, I think it was Mad TV, and she was eating a piece of cheese and she carved out Jesus out of the cheese and she goes, oh, look, it's cheeses. And my grandma was like, that's fucking offensive. How dare they say that on television? So here I am saying I love a guy with a lot of holes. I'm fucked. I'm going to hell. But y'all are going to hell too, I can tell. So it'll be a party.
It's fine. We'll have fun there.
I've accepted. We have accepted our fates. We're whatever it's down there, whatever's happening in the afterlife, you know, we're there.
Right. I've met some of the people who are getting into heaven. I don't know if I want to spend eternity with them.
There's that.
Sorry,
exactly.
No shade to heaven in Hazbin, but it looks so boring.
It does look boring.
I don't want to be up there.
Everyone's too happy.
Candy. Everyone's too happy. Where's the drama?
No drama. It can't be heaven for everybody because someone's up there like janitorizing that whole place for it to look that clean. So it's like that guy can't be happy. Like fucking whoever's maintaining the streets or fighting. I mean, I don't know. There's got to be unhappy people in heaven. There has to be.
Yeah.
Hell, you
Sir
can just
Benches wants
litter.
to go back to hell, so there's at least
I mean,
one.
yeah, we do have Sir Benches. He is very unhappy with heaven.
Right? He's living proof that, like, hell, or I guess dead proof that, like, hell
Double
is
dead
more
proof.
fun. Yeah. Oh, damn.
Yes, there's something happening all the time in
Mhm.
hell.
That's true.
How I will say, I do love the art direction of Heaven, which is largely, and I'm sure a lot of people are behind. I don't want to miscredit, but Sam Miller, who does a lot, the backgrounds and creates the sets. She told me a long time ago. She's like, "Yeah, Heaven's going to be very sci-fi, and it's going to be very like futuristic looking." And then I saw it, and I remembered what she told me. I was like, "Oh fuck, wow!" That she really did a great job at, I guess, making it feel very stylistically different than Hell. Like, you know exactly what universe you're in. Everything down to like the line work is different, and so it's just such a good piece of art. Like Hasbin can like sit on a mantle by itself. It's just such a beautiful art piece. I don't know how else to describe it. It exists on its own beautifully. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done sucking Viv's big cock.
No, it is though. Like I always say, I talk about like whenever I watch it, I'm like, oh, I hope they like someone takes this to their table to sign, or this scene, or this scene.
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's all so beautiful, you know.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I mean, there isn't like a bad character. Like there isn't a character I wouldn't want to play on that show. Every time someone's on screen, they really shine, except for Tom. But there really are no small characters in it. Like even the characters who have like one line look cool, and like I've seen cosplays created off of just like background characters. Like even the background characters look awesome. So yeah, and it really is a show for cosplayers. Like at the bottom, at the heart of it, I think that it's a great form of departure, not just to watch and get lost in, but to kind of embody and to create, bring the characters to life. And I almost feel like she created those designs just for the cosplayers because they look very cosplayish. And now they have bots with the CRT TV, so now I bet you the cosplayers are creaming over that because they have to get creative with how they fit the head.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
let me dabble into that. I'll try it.
I want the should I kill my wife guy. I want to see someone
Love him.
cosplay.
Oh yeah.
Great. He could be a little harder, but he's fun.
I just killed my wife.
So you've seen the whole season, right? Or they
seen the
sent
whole
you?
season, yeah.
Okay.
No, we've seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
I have seen everything except the last 2 episodes. I have yet to see those.
Really?
Oh my god, they're so good. They're the
treats.
ones I'm genuinely most excited to talk about, especially episode 7, because episode 7 is insane. Like the work on it, the animation on it alone, like not even just talking about the music, the animation is so good.
It's so good.
Yeah. Viv keeps saying how much better or how much more she likes this season than the last season. And not to spoil season 3, but I do consistently hear it referenced as the season that 1 and 2 were setting up for. And so season 3, I know she loves even more. So to hear that season 2 is this good, I'm very excited to see what's in store going forward. But yeah, holy shit. What fun. Even just talking about it, I still can't believe I'm part of this show. Like it's such a good show that doesn't feel like it's a project I'm on. It feels like I have to keep reminding myself, oh yeah, that's right, I'm in this. Because I am genuinely such a fan of it as an outsider,
Yeah, and it's like I never expected to get as deep into the show as I did. Like
You're welcome.
it literally grabbed me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Rachel.
No, thank you.
We were at San
crazy.
Diego Comic-Con at the party that they had, and she just came with me as my +1 and had never seen any of this stuff. And I was like, let me tell you, watch it.
Did we meet each other? Did we meet at the party at the one at the bar, right?
Yeah,
at the bar.
That's what we were at. And then I sat behind you.
Oh yeah, I was there for like
the stairs.
I was there for like 2 minutes. I was like in and out. But so are y'all based in California or New York or?
I'm in California. They're in New York.
We're in New York.
Oh, okay. Are you going to either San Diego or Pasadena? We're doing 2 of those cons back to back.
I'm gonna be at the Pasadena one. Yeah.
Oh, this weekend. Okay.
This weekend, yes, I'll be there.
Oh, I love it.
I'm poor.
I told you to come out here. I was like, come out and hang out.
I know. I'm just gonna come. I'm just gonna move out there.
Do it.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Oh, I just noticed you have a Blitz behind you.
I
Oh,
do.
I love that.
I also have Blitz and Stolas up there next to Alastor, but you
Which
can't
is
really see
wild to
them
think she didn't even
that
know
well.
anything about this show in June.
Oh my, wait,
And
can
here
I
I
show?
am.
I need to show you this. I need to show you
Yes.
this.
So
Okay,
excited.
so I get so much
Show and
Blitz
tell.
shit. I
Can
get so much.
imagine.
This is just one of my
No,
Blitz
you have a
cabinets full of.
Oh
I
my
just
god!
it's they're all
oh my
and
god.
they're all handmade. I just don't have anywhere to put them, but I've held on to just about this one's my
Oh
favorite.
my god! So cute!
Isn't that cute? Yeah, these are. Yeah, one day when I get a bigger place, I am going to have a whole Blitz
Oh my
room.
god.
Oh
I'm just
my
going to display all
Yes.
of them. But yes,
You
and
should.
there's a little tiny
Not the
one,
little
and they
horse
made it.
one.
Yeah, there's a the Furby is one of my
I saw
favorites.
the Furby. I'm scared.
Isn't that amazingly horrifying?
I hate it. I
I
think
am
it's so
upset,
cool, but I hate it.
need it.
There's a Blitz in here somewhere who's made entirely out of rubber bands. Oh yes, here he is.
Rubber band.
Hold on, look at this. So this whole thing is rubber bands, and then they painted. I think it's a wire frame,
Oh my
and
god!
and he's huge. He's huge.
Why do people
With
do
little
this
yeah.
stuff?
And then this one's a really tiny one, but he's
Oh my
made to look
God.
like my cosplay of Blitz. And so anyway, yeah,
I love that.
those are all of them. And it's
Blitz
starting to
McLovin.
smell really funny. Like this cabinet is taking. These are things that I'm sure people have touched with their hands many times for many hours. And so, yeah. But anyway, thank you for letting me share that. I don't get to show
Of
any
course,
of
no,
my.
that's awesome.
No.
That makes me so happy. I love that you guys get so many cool gifts from fans, and I
know.
know it's got to be
really,
difficult.
I try and hang up everything that
my
I can.
Oh,
But as
yeah.
you can see, I have ran out of room.
Oh
So
my
that's why I.
No, you have no room. Just put it on the
No
ceiling.
room.
Oh wow!
He has to put
Yeah,
the
even
ceiling.
up on the ceiling too. Yeah. So yeah. So one day I will have a room for all of the Blitzes, but for now they are
For now, they're
being kept
hidden.
safe. Yes.
Awesome. Well,
I
thank
love
you so
that.
much for your time
Yeah, thank you.
today.
Yes.
This is
Thank you.
great.
Yes,
Thank
this was a lot
you.
of fun.
Sophie,
Yeah.
would you like to introduce Amir?
Well, I hope you all enjoy whatever conversation Tessa and Rachel had with Amir. I was there in spirit. I mean, you can clearly tell I wasn't there because I'm not able to ring both of them in to like stay on topic. So, without further ado, have fun. Enjoy this conversation.
Okay, but I want to hear your thoughts on Losin Streak because I know you said it knocked you on your ass, and I have been so excited.
Literally right now, I was walking around the house going. It's so good.
It's so
I
good.
don't like. Sometimes I am amazed at how talented Blake Roman is, and that is the song.
When I first heard it, like in July or whenever,
yeah,
I just started to cry. I was like, bro, how?
I know.
How?
He's so talented. It's insane.
I don't know. I wonder about Blake sometimes because everything he does, both from a talent standpoint and from an existing in the world standpoint, seems effortless to me.
Yeah,
And
I can see
that's
that.
one thing I love about him. Both as a performer and as a friend. I love that about him. And I sometimes wonder, like, how much effort. I mean, look, I know, like, he's been honest about this. I'm not like putting him on blast or everything, but like he meditates every day.
Yeah.
He does yoga damn near every day. So I think that's the effort, right? Like that is that there's a what's the word I'm looking for? There's a commitment. There's a deliberateness. There's a rigor to the way he exists in the world, and I think that probably is what leads to seeing him just appear to exist so effortlessly, is that actually that takes effort. And I guess maybe that's kind of a lesson. Anyway, point is, I love Blake Roman.
As you should, because he is a lovely human being.
He is.
And
I was gonna say, I do love how, like, you know, you were doing, you know, dice bag, slot machine bag, whatever, and everyone thought, well, this has to be some Alastor something, and then when it wasn't, people were like, what?
Oh, they did? People thought it was an Alastor thing?
Well, because you just kept talking about it. I saw people being like, is Alastor in this?
What's her name? Is it Maddie? There's a creator on TikTok. I think it's Maddie.
I think so. Yes, I know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I get the names. I get the names of people confused sometimes. But she was so excited about that song, and she just kept the enthusiasm, the fervor with which she kept saying, "Dice, slot machine, bag of money," was so delightful to me that it became like a stim for me. And like literally for like a week, she just kept, or not for a week, for weeks, she kept saying "dice, slot machine, bag of money," and I just started doing it too. And so I've been getting more and more excited. And I literally forgot what song it was when it first dropped as the emojis. I was like, I don't remember what song that was. And then as I saw it getting closer, I was like, oh wait, that's fucking Blake's song. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great.
Yeah, it was so funny. I love what people think the theories based on emojis.
It's so fun.
How fun was it for you to see like the list in emoji form?
Well, first of all, the emojis for episode 4 were backwards, right?
I noticed that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that caught that. I was like, that's because I was talking to my roommate Sophie, and I was like, because she's like, this is this song. I'm like, no, those are backwards. Like, that's not correct at all.
Yeah. So that was really fun, and I've never seen anyone do that before, and I thought that was a really, really clever thing for Amazon to do, because it let people spin out in theories without literally being a spoiler.
Yeah.
And props to them for doing something that actually wasn't a spoiler.
What a concept.
Did you know you can hype up the show without spoiling it?
What?
They are always spoiling shit. I'm like, I woke up today at like 6 a.m. and I'm like, why are people doing this already? And then they're
In
like
fairness,
an hour later. I'm like,
it's been a group effort. The leaks have been a worldwide group effort from criminals, cast members, professional journalists, their children.
Not the children. It can't be talking. Can't be dealing with Spoilergate again. Spoilergate is just.
Oh God, I know. No, but it's fun that stuff's out there finally. Yeah. Like, because of the Rosie stuff, people were talking about. I apparently leaked. I didn't know this, but then people
apparently
were
did
like,
last year.
Yeah,
I was like,
I had no idea.
Wait,
But
Rachel,
now-
you didn't know?
I didn't know.
I had no idea.
Good for you.
I don't do spoilers.
Now that like it's officially out there, everyone knows that Rosie is the one Alastor had to deal with. How does it feel that like you don't have to hide that as much? And then how did it feel, the reactions that you saw?
It's great. It's really great. What's been cool is that I think with any well-written show, a certain percentage of the fans, if it's well written, a certain percentage will say, I saw that coming.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If all of the fans say, I didn't see that coming, then you didn't do a good job writing it. Because because then you're just pulling shit out of your ass. Right?
Yeah.
But what's great is that a certain percentage said, I saw that coming, but most fans said, holy shit, what? And it totally blew their mind. And I forget if it was us that we were talking about it in New York. Yeah, in New York. But
we probably were talking about it, yeah.
It always cracked me up for the last like year how many people are just like, I love Rosie and Alastor's friendship. Like their friendship is so sweet. It's like they're besties. They're like the best friends. And like some people ship them, but I don't ship them because they're friends. And you cannot ship friends. And I was like,
Well, so it's like my daughter and I, we did reactions for this season, and literally as I was like, Alastor, where are you going? She goes, oh, he's going to see his bestie. And then like 4 minutes, not even 4 minutes later, like a minute later, we're like, oh, I was like, Lori, that's not his best.
In hindsight, it makes so much sense too. And that's one thing I love about this show, because it's like, oh my God, if you go back and rewatch that episode in season 1, you're like, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't pick up on. That having this context now, there's a lot of stuff in this season that it gives you the context for season 1.
Yeah.
And you go back and you watch it and you're like, oh my God, I never
and I
thought
knew
of this.
that I knew that while we were recording season 1. So that was useful to know. But I actually try not to find out too much. I try not to get too ahead of myself. Because I think that I don't know. I might be wrong about this, but I think that loading up on subtext, it can actually be sort of damaging. And I think it's more fun to just play the lines as they are on the page, let Viv and the editors edit together the take that they feel works for them. And Viv will let me know if she's like, hey, this line, you need to put a little bit of a twist on it that we may not be able to notice in the moment, but will make sense later because yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's great. See, that's because that's what I love about Viv. She knows this world so well. Like, she's got plans all the way through to the end, which is exciting. And Sam when I talked to Sam earlier this week, he was telling me that like the music's all done like through 4.
Apparently, yeah, that's what I've heard.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I was like, Sam, you know stuff. He's like, I know a lot of stuff, but I'm not telling you. And there wasn't much Alastor these episodes.
He's in a spinny chair.
He's in a spinny chair.
We can't discredit the spinny chair. I'm sorry, but if he just rolls into scene when they're backstage. I just rewatched the episode this morning before I did my recap, and I'm like, I forgot how funny this is. Like, he just comes out of nowhere, just.
I think I'm going to demand spinny chairs at all conventions from now on.
Will you please?
You should. And you
someone in a wheelchair said that they got a great idea for a cosplay from Alastor in the chair, and I'm like, oh, that's so good.
That's great.
That's so good.
Oh my God. That's the thing I love so much about this show. The cosplay's insane. And I feel like maybe there'll be that one, and then other people are gonna follow suit, and there'll be more of Alastor in a spinny chair for sure. It's so funny to me.
And you'll be comfortable. You'll just be rolling around all day.
Really.
That's fair.
Like, it's just such a funny. This is one thing I love about the show. It's such a hilarious choice of all the things that he could be in for for almost an entire season. It's just a chair, a rolling chair.
I definitely want to see someone at a convention, a Vox and an Alastor, and the Alastor is just in a chair, and the Vox is just dragging him around the convention the whole day.
People are gonna do it. I guarantee you. It's gonna be, and like before this season is over, like there's still more conventions happening consistently. I feel like it's gonna be coming. It'll be fun.
maybe some overseas conventions will finally listen after this season.
Unlikely.
Really? You think so?
I've already had to turn down like 5 American conventions next year because they conflict with existing conventions that I've booked.
That's crazy. That's great.
Yeah, I just don't see. I've kind of given up on the foreign ones. I'd love to. I'd love to go to, South America and Italy and Asia, but they just operate on a different schedule. Americans are just, like I said, you know this. I've booked an October one already. I've booked a November one.
It's crazy.
And I've got, what's hilarious is I've gotten messages from Italian convention like people in the last couple weeks saying, "Are you available next weekend?"
Next weekend? Like, yeah, sure.
Listen, Paisan.
Like, just give me a second. Let me take this 10-hour plane ride over to Italy.
That's crazy. Fine. How fun are conventions for you though? I love watching like all of like the one you just did about the owl, like the thing, like all those little like behind the scenes things. I'm like, they're so fun. Like, it just feels like you guys have the best time together.
Well, so there are a couple conventions that have sort of really dedicated social media teams, and so they come up with a bunch of ideas, and they'll go, "Hey, when you have free time today, do you want to do this idea or that idea?" I think the owl one was my idea.
That felt like it was your idea. That really did feel like it. Like there's no one else would have come up with this.
I'm actually positive it was my idea because it's so dumb.
But it was so funny.
But it's great because their social team will be like, yeah, great. We'll be there with the mic. We'll be there with the camera. So you don't have to really. We'll edit it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's nice. So you don't have
and it's nice too because I used to do a lot of conventions like way back in the day, but it was for like Marvel and things like that. And those conventions are not fun. Like they don't do fun things.
What do you mean?
They're just like, I don't know. They feel like you don't get a lot of like fun interaction, especially social media wise with people. It's just like they do the job, they go there, they're there for whatever reason they're there for, and that's it. But
so
now
it's like
I feel
a press
like
obligation.
Yeah, basically it feels very much like they're here promoting this, doing this. That's it.
Yeah.
Really nothing else with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I guess it sort of it runs the gamut, and I don't blame an actor for being like, I don't want to do a convention. I don't want to do, but yes, I will promote my movie. But it's got to be hard as a viewer to see like the Hazbin cast going to a convention, having a blast, being chaotic, interacting, and then you're like, oh, I hope the Fantastic Four cast will be the same. It's like, no.
You're lucky if they get on stage, let alone do anything else. Yeah, it's true. I know that. You guys are always so fun. Like we went, I think it was the Anime Pasadena last year, and you guys had like a panel and stuff, and that was so fun. It's just, you can tell you guys have a blast, and you care about the show, which I think makes us care about the show more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess I can't imagine it. I can't imagine what this would be like if I didn't love the cast and the show as much as I do. And I think, and everyone feels the same way. Do you know what I mean? We're very, very lucky. We're very, very, very lucky. And yeah, I'm not surprised that shows.
Yeah, no, one of my favorite things is the like fandom online, obviously, and looking at everyone react to like human Alastor was, people were like dying. I mean, he's hot. Let's be honest, right? But like the people being like, he went from this to this fuck ass bob that he has to have. It's so funny. Do you guys? I'm sure you watch all that stuff, right?
Wait, that reminds me of a tweet. I found it. Okay, no, someone posted, one of my mutuals posted, and it's like a picture of, when you see Alastor's shadow for the first time, and it says, hey, just so you know, you're gonna have a really chopped up bob. Actually, look behind you. There's a visual just in case you want to reconsider. And then Alastor's saying, yeah, let's go.
Well, look, I mean, I think obviously it wouldn't be hell if you weren't sort of tortured to some extent, right?
I mean, what's worse than having a fuck ass for all eternity?
There you go.
That's pretty terrible.
No, I was really excited for people to kind of like finally get to experience this. I know, like I mentioned at New York Comic Con, how excited I was for people to finally see this episode, and now seeing the reactions to this episode has been really insane.
Really bowled over. It was a lore heavy episode. Yeah. There was a deep download.
There were deep cuts. Yeah, there were like I wrote my recap for like those 2 episodes alone was 1,500 words, and I went into so much lore with that episode alone. I was like, I've got to stop. There's so much.
Yeah, and what's great is that you've got people who've watched or who've been aware of Hazbin Hotel for a decade, and people who've been aware of it for a month. And so their reactions to that varied just as wildly, There was people who were like, I saw that coming, I knew about that part, and now I see it in the show. And there was other people who were like, what is happening? What is all of this? And that's really fun. That's really fun that could happen for people.
Yeah. I was like, man, he
It
was
is.
fucking crazy. Like, you know, these people are bad, obviously, but I was like, God damn.
No, that was my takeaway. I was like, oh, so, you know, there are some people that are bad, and then there's some people that are just absolutely batshit insane.
Yeah, and I think that's a really interesting takeaway when you look at what Penchas did to get into hell and what Alastor did to get into hell. And they're in the same place. And frankly,
different.
I think that says an interesting thing about punishment generally, right? And what it means to punish people and the proportionality of punishment. And I hope that people think about that, because I think it's a really interesting thread in this show.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I know.
and-
Penchas just was like, I'm not going to tell anybody about this. Meanwhile, Alastor's murdering
Like, I'm
people
telling the
left and
world,
right.
let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready.
Oh, man.
No, and it is interesting too, because this couple of episodes are the ones where you find out where Lucifer can't even smite anybody too.
Yeah.
So that's his punishment. So it is really fascinating to see what heaven has deemed as specific punishments for anybody.
Yeah.
And isn't it interesting that he's been in hell for a very long time, and just now people are becoming aware of that?
Yeah.
Like, how did he keep that secret for that long?
I don't know. That is a mystery
long
I
time.
need
Curious, right?
uncovered.
Yeah. With his
Curious about
charisma.
everything.
No.
It's the
It's the ducks.
the Riz. It's the Riz, as the youth say. It's the ducks.
Riz gets you far. Ask Blake Roman.
That's fair. What's your take on Husker Dust? That's what I want to know. You love them? You think they need time to grow before they become a thing? What do you think?
Pass.
Okay.
Like, no. We're not summoning.
I will
those
tell you, I
parts.
love both of those characters and both of those actors.
There you go.
Okay.
And
I
I
love
will leave it at that.
that.
That's so valid. I just love seeing all the various different ships this
There's
fandom
so
has,
many.
the various different ship names that you are coming up with. Unhinged.
I don't come up with any. These are pre-existing ships.
They're all pre-existing? Came up with
Yeah.
a few of them.
Nope.
There's a lot.
They're all nope. What, like the cherry bomb and no, that's pre-existing.
That's pre-existing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very popular. I guess you haven't heard about it, but it's a very popular ship.
There's a lot.
Aussie, oi, oi, oi. Very,
What I'm
very
saying.
popular.
They're so popular.
Guitar solo, hugely popular.
I mean,
It's so
is.
fun though. Like, because I feel like you could ship basically anybody in this show. Literally. Even people that aren't even like
Well, there's
even in the same place. You're like,
you've heard of Delulu, right?
Not Delulu.
Yeah, it's Deary, Lucifer, and Luna. That's Delulu. That's a very that's a very popular pre-existing ship, you guys.
Wonder how many fics we can find.
Apparently
That'll
I'm
tell
not
you. That'll
online
tell you for
enough.
sure.
That's
Just
what
go
I'm finding.
I believe the site is called AO3. Yeah,
It's
just
called.
look
It
up-
sure is.
go to AO3 and look up Delulu.
Which is what I hope everybody does after they
Yes,
see this.
please,
Everybody, please
everybody.
go look up every single one of these ships. Don't worry about it.
Let us know your favorite one in the comment. No,
No, we're not starting a
Delulu?
shipping war in the comments. I can't start a shipping war.
It's so fun.
I'm too
though.
old for this.
I know. You don't have to pay attention to it, Rachel. We'll just let them argue with each other. It's fine. It's fine.
No,
It's
because I'm
fine.
messy and nosy, and I need
I know.
to know these
That's
things.
true.
I have to know.
It's.
Okay.
I'm so bad at
Okay,
saying
but
on track.
also, I need to also talk about the "Don't You Forget" reprise with
Yes.
Christian.
I know.
What has it been like seeing the reaction to that? Because Sam didn't expect that to be as popular as it is, and we're like, really?
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, neither did I. I don't know. I think it just sort of struck a nerve. First of all, because when you have like same episode reprise, I think that people are sort of primed to like that song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they've already heard it in the episode, and then they're like, oh, wait, oh, now Vox and Alastor are singing it. So there's something exciting about that. There's I think that is the most amount of tension there's ever been between Vox and Alastor, right? Because they fought previously in the episode. They had stayed gone in season 1 that was tense, but from long distance, right? But this one is where they really got to like look at each other square in the eyes and have a fight. And you're seeing it with the knowledge of what their flashback was.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And so, talk about subtext. By the way, in that scene, in that song, I didn't play our subtext, right? Talking about subtext. I didn't play our subtext, but y'all knew about it. And so it was there for you. All I had to do was sing, "Don't You Forget You Ain't Won Yet." And people were like, oh man, this is an argument 70 years in the making, right?
Yeah.
I think that's another reason that it was really fun for people. And then, Christian's fucking incredible. And I think that, I'm really proud of the work that I did on it too. I really, really fucking went for it. And I was really inspired by, particularly, the people I did duets with last season, Christian and Jeremy, and the extent to which they fucking let it rip. And so in season 2, I was like, I gotta let it rip. And it's been really cool to see people respond sort of specifically to that element of that song. Has been really gratifying.
Oh, you nailed it.
Yeah, and
it's
especially
so
like
good.
Yeah, and the choice that you made in the "Don't You Forget You Ain't One Yet" to have that sort of like, his Sam, I talked to Sam about it, and he's like, it was supposed to be very much like in the flow of the rest of it, but you were like, no, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make this as rough as I possibly can. I think that I've seen a lot of people online being like, it's the best part of the song, and honestly, it kind of is, because it's it's one of those things where you're like, man, these people have some talent. And they're going for it. They're really letting it out this season, and you're getting to see that, and it's so exciting.
Well, if I'm being honest, it was more than a little bit scary doing that in that moment, right? Of saying, I wanna line up with these fucking Tony nominees and Tony winners, and so I'm going to make a choice here. I'm going to make a bold choice, and hopefully Viv and Sam like it. And if they like it, hopefully the audience likes it. I didn't know if they were going to keep that take. Do you know what I mean? Because I had done it. I had recorded it more straight leading up to that. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, yes, they kept it. I was really proud that I had done something that they liked, right? So they were happy with that choice. And then for the audience to react to that choice, it felt fucking amazing. Do you want a little bit of trivia? There's a moment in that song, I think it's when he said, let me see, you're so obsessed with me. When you lose your marbles in Act 3.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Alastor does a little shoulder dance there. Like when he goes like,
he does.
When you lose your
he does
marbles
a little
in Act 3. I did that in the booth.
Oh, no.
And they were filming me. And so I only noticed that when I watched the show last week. I was like, wait a second. That's me.
Like, that's me.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
gonna
really
be so
great.
rewarding, to know like
totally.
I got that. That's me.
Yeah, because they've done that with like other things too, I think, remembering from like past interviews I've seen and things like that. And it's fun. So you feel like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, because you don't realize because you're working in animation and you're doing something that's very physical, and we all are gonna do something physical when we're singing. And so you can't really translate any of that to animation unless you have a pre-existing reference for it.
Yeah.
And so it's really kind of cool that they do that, and it makes it, and it's a nice little thing in there.
And really, I only did that little shoulder dance to sort of just imbue the vocals, right? Like, I wasn't just like dancing because I was dancing, but I was just like, let me sort of see what doing this does to the vocal, and it gave it a little something. And the fact that they used that in the animation was just really, really cool.
That's
really
so
cool. I love that they picked
Liked
that out.
and it was such a good choice to use that because that entire song is just like both of them at max. Like they're both doing their own spiraling sort of moments. And so it's like you get to see under the mask, so to say, with them in that duet especially.
That duet's so good. I love obviously the Stayed Gone reference. I love like a callback. You know what I mean?
I love a callback.
Because the first time you hear it, even you're like, whoa, like you don't know all the lyrics yet, but you're like, whoa, I know that, you know?
It's so funny. It's so funny how we're so simple to please sometimes. He said the thing. He said the thing.
No, it's always that. It's always the meme of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where I'm like, he said it.
It's exactly.
They did the thing.
Like, what? I know that.
What?
I understand that reference.
They called back to something in the show? Holy shit.
What a weird concept.
Wow. It's like the show is written well or something and pays attention to its writing.
There's a callback. There's a callback in season 3 that's going to knock you on your ass.
Oh, I can't wait.
You and Joelle are just killing me.
I know.
With these season 3. I'm like
Sam was like, the music just keeps getting better and better because I feel like we get to know these people better and these characters. And so it's 3 is better than 2 and 4 is better than 3. And I'm like, thanks. Can I have it now, please? Like, gonna make me wait.
It's like, can I please have a crumb?
As Rachel and I were talking about this earlier, all the people that are like, Alastor, you said more than no. Now that they got this flashback, have you seen? Because everyone's like, it's like I said no, and that's the, now he's pissy, that's the D, and all the people being like, like there's so many edits that are like cutting right there and having the whole like ha 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 ha. It's so good.
That's funny. I gotta look up some of those edits. That's really funny.
Oh, they're so good.
They're good.
Like,
they're
no.
so
Twitter is more than no.
popping off right. This is the only time I'll get on Twitter. They're popping off right now with these memes.
Alastor turned him down. A simple, no thank you. And Vox obviously overreacted.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
I
will say, I saw one that was like, haha, I'm not interested in you and you're gross. Fine, then I'm going to kill God. It's like, so yeah, I think even though Alastor was mean, I think Vox still overreacted. Christian is so fucking good this season, right?
He's so good.
Fucking good.
I know.
I know he's good. Like, quite obviously, yes, he is good. But he is like next level.
He's great
this season. Like, just his acting alone is so fun.
This is such an interesting experience because it is so it's sort of indescribable, the feeling of having these friends and not seeing their work until it's like done, right? Like when you like do a play with someone, when you do a movie with someone, you're on set together, you're in rehearsal together, and you see, what it is like you see them build the role from nothing into the final product. On this show, you hang out all the time, and then you see the final product just fucking appear, you know, like on your screen. And it is kind of overwhelming. It's kind of overwhelming, to be honest. Like, seeing Blake's work, Christina's work. Christina's another one that, like, you know, she didn't have a whole lot in season 1, right?
Yeah.
And so, but Christina still, like, showed up to every convention, great attitude, just the most lovable fucking person. And then you see her fucking season 2, and you just know how people are gonna shit their pants. And like, I already like adore her. And then to see her drop this fucking just brilliance that people love, right?
Yeah.
Same with Blake, same with, like, the Christian's a great one too, because Christian I only became friends with 5 months ago. Yeah, like 5 months
Oh,
ago.
wow.
Yeah, I think his first con was like May,
Oh,
June.
yeah.
That's right. He didn't do
it
any
was,
for...
he didn't do cons. And he looked like
and
a little lost
didn't-
puppy at that first one.
And he wasn't at the premiere. I don't think he was at the
He
season 1
wasn't.
premiere.
He wasn't at the, we talked about it on the carpet for season 2. He's like, I didn't even go to the season 1 premiere.
Yeah. So this just friend is just dropped into your life, and now you're hanging out on weekends.
Yeah.
And then you see what he's fucking done in season 2, and it's like, bro, like, like, you're almost like moved to tears, just like seeing your friends. You know what it is? It's seeing your friends thrive. It's such a wonderful experience. And you know that, like, their artistry is so beautiful. You know they're going to get validation from the audience, because you just fucking know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when I watched season 2, I didn't go, oh, I hope people react well. I was like, oh, they're going to shit their pants for you guys. Oh, you fucking rocked the house. Did you guys see what he fucking did just now? Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's undeniable. It's undeniable. And so there's something, a long ass time ago, like 10 years ago, I saw, I think it was like American Idol, and the final episode, and they crown the American Idol, and the confetti and the fireworks and the audience, and whoever it was that won was just like overwhelmed and weeping, right?
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, that is a level of elation that most people never get. And I was like, how do you get elated? I think that everyone experiences, like, joy on a regular basis, happiness on a regular basis. But I was like, elation is different. How is it different? And I realized it's joy plus excitement plus perspective. Like, to become elated, you have to have worked for something or seen something grow. And I think that that's a lot of what this show is about for me, is like, I just feel, there are times where I feel, I mean, talk about elation, like the Broadway fucking concert, right?
Which
that
everybody fucking
was
killed it.
utter fucking elation to see, like, the culmination of not just a weekend packed with rehearsal, not just a year and a half of working on this show and doing conventions and meeting people, but 20 years of grinding and not ever knowing what's going to come of it. And then to be surrounded with people that you fucking love and who are brilliant artists and kind, decent people, like, that's been a really awesome thing that has happened in the last 2 months of this season 2 dropping, is that is that you get to appreciate it because of what everyone else in the show has come to mean to you.
Mm-hmm. No, I love that. Like, what a concept of like lifting each other up and being happy for each other. It's like sometimes you don't get that in our profession. There's a lot of people being like, "Oh, I can't believe they got that interview and I didn't get that." Interview. And,
well, there's that in my profession too. Absolutely. I think I think that I think that there's plenty of casts that are not as, I mean, you know this. There's plenty of casts that are not as great to each other as we are.
No.
We're just ridiculously lucky.
Yeah, and like that's honestly what I said to Christian at the season 2 premiere too, is I was like, this cast is like, you don't get a cast like this very often. And it's one of the reasons why I kind of like fell as hard into the show as I did, because I'm like, all of these people care about each other. They care about the show. You don't get that. Like most people, they're like, it's a job. Maybe I enjoy my coworkers. Sure, fine, whatever. But I'm like, no, there's genuine love and joy. And you feel that love and joy in the finished product. Like discounting cons, discounting like fan interactions, things like that. You can just feel how much work has gone into this thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's so good. I love this show so much. I'm so glad I pulled you in, Rachel, because it was at San Diego Comic-Con. I was like, girl, watch this show. And you were like, I guess. And then you were like, oh my God, like texting me like crazy. I was like, you're welcome. Also,
I was alone in a hotel room across the country.
Which Comic-Con, which San Diego was this year or last year?
It was this year.
Oh.
Quite literally, I have known about this show since July.
I know.
Of 2025.
Yeah.
I know. But that's what I
And here we are.
Because there was that Helluva's party, and I was like, and I had a +1, so Rachel came with me, and she's like, so what is this about? I was like, girl, you will love this. Let me explain everything to you. And then she watched it right before she got home, and fell in love, as I knew she would.
And then I said, I'm not gonna like Alastor, and here I am.
No, Alastor's great. I got to show you. I just got this at Pasadena.
It's so fucking cool.
I love that one. Yeah, I've seen that one.
It's so good. I got this one and the Angel one. I'm like, they're so great. But I was at Anime Pasadena and I was like, well, I sent Rachel a picture. I'm like, do I buy this? And they're like, we have a 2-for-1 deal. And this is the last Alastor. I was like, well, yes is the answer.
Who else was there in Pasadena?
Brandon was there, and Viv and Richard was there. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking of Brandon, he is our other guest for this pod.
Yeah,
so we asked him, we were like, hey, what's your thoughts on Tom Trench? And he's like,
that's
fuck
right,
that guy.
He went on for 5 minutes about how much Tom sucks.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I love that so much.
I need to be like, what are your thoughts on Katie Killjoy?
At this point, I'm glad anyone's talking about Tom Trench.
Listen, I feel so bad for poor Tom.
Much Tom this season.
Tom
He's
abuse.
Tomming it up this season.
I know, right?
I love him.
It's nice.
Look, no one talked about him because he had like 5 seconds in season 1. And now he's out here interviewing people. He's thriving.
Ew, it's exciting.
And he's still getting pushed around, but it's okay. Because that's just his, I guess that's his punishment in hell. That's a specific one that they gave him.
Yeah.
Everyone's just gonna push him.
Maybe Tom was a misogynist before he died, right? And so he's condemned to work under this abusive woman.
I like that.
Maybe he fucking deserves it.
He probably does.
Don't feel bad for Tom Trench.
Tom Trench is getting what he deserves.
Brandon was like, Tom's a diversity hire. I was like, what? Remember? They needed someone of the opposite gender to be with Katie, so fuck that. I was like, okay.
Oh no, I forgot that he went off on that.
He went off. That'll be a good clip to put. He just kept going and going. I was like, okay.
The diversity hire who is also a misogynist in life and is now being eternally punished.
I love when you know what's so funny is when Katie has that line about how what is it? She hates gay people, or like gay people can't get married, queers can't get married.
Oh, it's I'm not homophobic. I just hate gay people, and you're a miss, right? Because we all know queers can't get married.
Yeah.
Like only Brandon can get away with saying that line in the cartoon.
Yeah, like literally. Oh, I saw people like getting mad about that line, and I'm like, you all realize who's saying it, right? Like you know who the voice is, right? I think if anyone can say it,
I love that they're like,
him.
I love that they're like, I love Alastor, the serial killer, so much. Wait, she said something homophobic?
I know, right?
I can excuse serial killing, but I draw the line at homophobia. What was it that someone on Blue Sky wanted to ask you? What was it they wanted to start like a church, like something about like related to Alastor, and you were like, a cult to a serial killer? When has that ever gone wrong?
Yes.
That interaction occasionally.
Exactly. Yeah.
Never. It's always a good idea. It's always
Calm
a
down,
great idea.
simps. Calm down. Simp down. Simp down.
So funny.
I'm clipping that. That's going to be a new GIF. I'm going to post that every time people get a little too crazy online. Simp down, guys. Chill out.
Oh man, yeah, no, it's just that Brandon conversation was great. How he just went off on Tom, and Lori
Brandon's
loves
amazing.
Tom. My 12-year-old,
I love Brandon.
Brandon is so unbelievably talented, and this is gonna sound like condescending, but it's not. Free, like he just he's so free. He's unapologetically himself, and I admire that so fucking much. I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna say that again, and then you can have two different versions. He's so free. He's unapologetically himself, and I admire that. I admire that.
That's the one. That's the take. That's
the one. That's
the condescending version, but the first version is the real version. But I was like, if you just read what I just said, it could actually be taken as really fucking cunty.
Right.
But I didn't mean it that way.
But it wasn't meant that way. He was so funny at Anime Pasadena. Richard came over to show him something on his phone, and he looks and he yells to everybody in the thing, "You should not be looking at gay porn at work, Richard." And everyone was like yelled it in the whole room. And I was like, okay, I love it. You just don't care.
I adore Brandon truly, and he's got a big heart, and he deserves everything he's getting. Oh, here's another one. He deserves everything he's getting. Why do I keep saying things that can be taken two different ways?
Compliments for Brandon can only be condescending compliments.
Oh, it's so
like
funny.
nigging.
Oh, it's great.
We love Brandon. Brandon's great. He's a
so
doll.
Good. I know. He was so
my
fun.
gosh.
He had
was
so
funny.
much to say. We were talking about Katie's pants. What decision was that? No one knew that girl was wearing pants.
No one knew that she wore pants. We were like, what?
And then he's like, that makes sense because she wears the pants, not Tom. And we were like, of course, we're tying it back around to Tom.
I was like, just put them in a room.
His loathing of Tom feels personal. I'm not gonna lie.
It was. You wait till you see it. He was like, he didn't even let us finish. As soon as we mentioned Tom, he was like, "Fuck Tom." We were like, "Oh."
Jesus, Brandon. For what
So
it's
just
worth,
remember
I think Katie's great.
They're just great together.
It's like Stockholm syndrome. At this point, you're like, I've been abused enough by Katie that I've turned around. I think she's great now.
They're so fun whenever they're together, though. And the ticker always cracks me up at the bottom.
Oh my God, the ticker at the bottom of that is
I don't have the
so
patience.
fucking
Listen,
funny.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the patience for the ticker. I feel a little pissed off at the ticker because the ticker is so fast that I feel like basically what the ticker is telling me is, Amir, you need to pause if you want to read this joke. And guess what? I'm too tired to do that. so I'm going to miss the joke. So basically, I feel like the ticker is telling me, here's a joke you're not going to see, Amir, and I feel kind of annoyed at that.
Well, there are some good ones in there.
To rewatch it.
Same thing with all the text messages.
Oh yeah.
And all
I have never
comments.
I have never not once tried to read the comments or the text messages. I'm waiting for someone on Twitter to screen cap that. I'm
and
not
they do.
Rude.
They
Animators, Viv, it's rude.
You heard it here.
None of that
you're just trying to boost your numbers by making people fucking watch it again.
Put on slow.
I see you.
It's me. I'm watching it again.
Oh, it's great. Listen,
Div.
I love this show, and I can't wait for more.
Thanks.
So
well, get ready. You got at least 3 more seasons. No, two more seasons.
Yeah, or 3, maybe.
We're 3.
5.
Look, if I want to be positive, 10 might be a bit much.
No, never. That would be 12
okay,
seasons.
no, probably with this show we could go on for 10.
There's so much to explore in this world, though. I feel like there's so much.
Yeah, there's so much lore too. Like that's one thing I love too. Is I'm like there is something. Everything ties back to something. Everything has a reason. It is crazy to me.
And there's always spin-offs. We can do spin-offs.
Listen, we could do even with backstories. We could still get like an Alastor spin-off when he was a human.
Prequels.
I want that. Prequels. Yes.
Well, listen. Thank you for taking the time.
We appreciate it so much.
I appreciate you.
We did, but I knew this was going to happen.
All right, and now we've gotten to the part of the podcast where we are going to break down this week's songs with songwriter Sam Haft. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thanks for having me.
All right, now we can go to episode 5. Again, we don't know these titles at all, so
this is our disclaimer for every episode.
I know. We don't know the titles yet.
Yes.
Sam, enlighten us.
Yes. So the first song in episode 5 is called "Bad with Us." And "Bad with Us" is the sort of, season 4 ends. It's sort of the way I like to look at the episodes, even though this is never the case with the way the episodes are presented. I like to think in terms of mid-season finale. And so, as the first song in episode 5, this was our sort of like welcome back to the show. Here's where things stand song. And it's kind of, I don't remember the name of the song that opens Bye Bye Birdie, but it's kind of like everyone's like talking on the phone and they're like popping out of windows of like, what did you hear the news? Because this is Alastor and Vox are their tete-a-tete is so well known among the overlords that like this is an earthquake. This is unbelievable that this has happened. And like nobody ever thought this was even possible.
Yeah.
And I think so that like part of it is just the reverberation of the news. And then the second half of the song is this like very fun kind of doo-wop, again, old school Flim Flam Man song. Where Vox is showing up to people and being like, hey, come on, join my band. Come on, let's get the gang together. And some of the fun that we had was seeing how Vox would try to make himself a chameleon to entice different members and offer the overlords something in, speaking their language, basically. And in the case of Carmilla, like actually attempting to speak her language disastrously. And in a way, like that was something that we had in mind for a while, was because we knew Carmilla was going to reject him at first. So something that we had in mind for a while was he would try to play that up, and we would just like this idea that like how embarrassing would that be for Valentino for Vox to show up and just shimmy on over to Carmilla.
He's just in the background looking so disappointed. Oh God, I'm so glad we got to hear Christian Moral do so many.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
entertaining.
was like, this is fantastic. Thank God.
Yeah. One of my favorite of his line deliveries in the whole season is after he does that, and Carmilla's like, seriously? When he's like, yeah, okay. And he just kind of looks at it, like just this moment of shame and self-recognition of like, okay, that wasn't good.
That was a terrible decision.
Oh God, it's so fun.
It was so
Gosh,
good.
okay.
And
All
then
right, on to
next is, well, that's the one we know. Is that Vox Populi the next one, or that's the one we know the name of, right? Because she told us.
Yeah, she did tell us.
Is that next, or is there one
yes.
more? No, that's next.
Yes. Yep,
Yeah.
that's next.
We got it right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's
I'm
Vox
like
Populi.
using my brain. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I asked Viv, I was talking to her, and she was like, that's the one that she is most excited for people to see. And I can
Absolutely.
see why, because first off, there's so many animation things alone in that song
Absolutely.
that is groundbreaking. Insanity.
Yeah, I mean that song is just a monster of a song. It is it's huge. Especially for an episode that has 3 songs. It packs so much in there. The first thing obviously is we get Lucifer finally having like a big scary Lucifer moment in song, which is really fun, like totally different from the kind of fun poppy electro swingy sort of thing he does in Hell's Greatest Dad. Because like he's putting on a mask here of like I'm the big bad. And little does he know that Vox already knows he has nothing to be scared of. So it's, this again, so much of this season is about inversions of power dynamics. So Lucifer showing up, being like the top dog. Oh my God, it's Lucifer. He's in charge of this place. And then Vox completely taking power from him in his, again, old school Flimslam Man song.
Yes.
And the way that Vox like really just manipulates this crowd and by using very real grievances and also using Lucifer's own identity as an angel against him. Being like, yeah, this guy's in charge of us, but he's one of them. He's not one of us. And that, I think, becomes a really fun element of Vox's whole journey this season in terms of like rallying hell behind himself, because he is like a lot of, attempted fascists. He's using real grievances and coming up with bad solutions.
Yeah.
And I think that is so much of what this song is. I mean, like there's even this pair of last 2 songs, the first one being Vox Populi and the last song being called Vox Day or Vox Die.
Okay.
It's as a pair of phrases is something that was used ad nauseum by Elon Musk when he took over Twitter, if you recall. Vox Populi, Vox Die. He would say like the will of the people is the voice of the people is the voice of God. Yeah. And also the way that Vox as a character is using that. First of all, for his own name being Vox. Second, that pair of phrases used together, the voice of the people is the voice of God, is supposed to mean the people are king. But what he's saying is the voice of the people is the voice of God. So I must be the voice of people. I need to be the voice of the people so that I can be God. So that is his own sort of take on that concept. And I mean, like, is there a cheap make hell great again shot in there? You betcha. Because that is so like that's the wavelength that he's on. Yeah. And I think like that song is such a fun time that stuff like that almost kind of needs to be in the song to remind you as an audience member, like, oh, nice. Oh, cool. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I feel like that was my reaction. I was like, oh, I love this. And I was like, oh, okay. So this is where we're going.
Yes.
You listen to the music.
Yeah. And I think part of it is the song is like, look how easy it is to love this. And and that's really what it's saying. Like, yeah, like it's pretty easy to fall in with this. And especially when you have like a very charismatic deliverer of that information.
It's so good. I love that episode. I mean, I love all the episodes, but that episode really is like, oh, here we go. Like the war is fully coming. Like there's no stopping it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And
I think, and again, Vox now being our musical colonizer in this season, not only does he have that reprise of Don't You Forget in episode 4, but in episode 5, then he takes over Lucifer's motif in Vox Die.
So good.
Yes.
Okay. And then with the next episode, we get Husk and Angel songs. And I was so happy about this. I love Husk's song. Love in a Bottle, I'm guessing. Is that the name?
Yes. Love in a Bottle.
Yes. I got it right.
No, that song is so, I rewatched that episode this morning. Oh God, I love that song. That song is Keith David, man.
What a legend. And let me tell you,
rage.
Keith also, like, most of the cast lives in New York, but Amir and Keith both live in Los Angeles. So I have the opportunity to like rehearse with them in person. And Keith is really, really like resolute about he does not want to do these song sessions without like personally in-person rehearsing a number of times. So like we really spent time together working on Love in a Bottle, and it shows, you know, it's so frenetic, but like becomes so heartbreaking. And just it's not just the singing, but the way he acts through the singing is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's so good.
He's just getting more and more like reckless and sort of just, he's getting drunker and drunker and drunker. And by the end, he's so belligerent. And we go like, again, it's that Vox Populi thing of like, oh, I'm dancing along to this. Oh, I was dancing along to this. It's, you know, you're having such a good time with him having a good time until you see what it's doing to him.
Well, I love how like in season 1, like he was there to kind of lift Angel up, and then in this one, Angel comes to him. I thought those was perfect pairing those songs together.
Thank you. I mean, I like in season 1, Poison and Loser Baby really are sort of a joined pair, and Love in a Bottle and Losin Streak, Angel's song, are that joined pair in this season. And Losin Streak also, what a fun inversion there, because we have in season 1 this up-tempo song of self-destruction, which is Angels, and then we have this like more low-key ballad of connecting together, which is Loser Baby. And we flip that again. Now the up-tempo self-destruction song belongs to Husk. And now this sort of, you know, cigarette and whiskey soaked, you know, piano bar number comes from Angel Dust. And Blake Roman on Losin Streak, like, what that falsetto is unbelievable.
No, I was so happy that we kind of got to explore more of his range. And it's like I was saying, like, with this season alone, I'm like, it sounds like he's like so much more comfortable in like the Angel voice. So I'm like, it really kind of resonates in his singing. And so in this one, it's just we got to hear like we got to hear what he's capable of, basically. And I am amazed consistently every time I listen to that song.
Well, that was a song too where, again, it was about knowing the performers better. And Blake has been working on an EP forever, and it's great. I've heard some stuff from it. I hope he releases it soon. But there was a sort of a demo for a song, which I think he's since taken down, because I assume he's working on a more final version of it, which was called like A Different Side of Me or A Different Part of Me or something. It was something like that, but it was kind of this slow R&B song that had a ton of like beautiful falsetto in there. And I remembered hearing that when he first got cast as Angel Dust, because he just had, it was like on SoundCloud or something. I was like, who's Blake Roman? Let me find out. And so that I had that in my mind when Andrew and I started working on Losin Streak, this idea that like Blake can really kill a falsetto. And so also, I mean, like Blake's in drag, or rather Angel Dust is in drag in this sequence as well. So like maybe it lives in a different part of his range. So like bumping it up there felt like a different side of Angel Dust, and being able to deliver that and really kind of a heartbreaking song in the context of like just watching Husk self-destruct and the little bit of like title meta thing of like we go from loser baby to Losin Streak.
I know. Oh, and Blake was saying he can't wait to see cosplays of that angel, and I was like,
oh yeah, he did say that.
They're gonna be great.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
so
all of that is gorgeous. I do, and it's like we get to explore more of these characters, and I love seeing like their dynamic being flipped this season because everybody wants. It's like, will they? Won't they? Are they just gonna be friends? Are they gonna be together? It's such a wonderfully written slow burn for whatever the hell is going to happen with them, and the music is like part and parcel with that. Like if we didn't have it, it really reflects the writing and where they're at mentally.
I totally, and I think the crowd pleasing option would be just like, oh well, let's just get them together. But so much of what this show is about is like, how do you heal? And they both are characters that have so much healing to do. And I think that's part of their story is not just this will they, won't they, but it's like, will they be a complete enough person if they do that it would stick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Sam knows.
You can't do that.
He can't tell us, but he knows where it's going. I know you know. And then we get Charlie and Baggy's like their duet, which is always so fun to see them. Is this called, I'm going to guess, is it called Love in Hell or is it?
Nope, it's called Easy.
Oh, not even close.
I never would have guessed that. Okay, never mind. I see it.
That makes sense.
I see it. Okay.
So Easy is, interestingly, this was one of the things that like really changed in this season from where we had initially planned it. We knew we had a Charlie and Vaggie song there. And that was initially going to be a very different song because we were initially going to be telling a very different story about them this season. And obviously I'm not going to say another word about that, but like we had initially planned a very different moment there. And where we ended up was like, what does in the story we're telling in season 2, what does Charlie need right now? And what Charlie needs is this to like really connect. And what does the audience need to also to like have just a little glimmer of positivity in this very dour moment that the story's sitting in. And also, a reminder that like this is a very lived in romantic relationship too. And because in season 1 it starts already so lived in, we don't get to see as many moments of like excitement about each other. And so having like a song that is about their passion and that is like kind of bright and uplifting and like about their physicality with each other, having a song like that felt like it really accomplished so many things. And also like we're getting to see something a lot poppier come from Charlie and Vaggie, which is really fun.
Yeah, they're so good. They complement each other so well, their voices. And
it was beautiful.
Oh yeah, really that song is amazing.
It's so good. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this very, very, very long Hazbin Hotel podcast episode. But you guys got Amir, you guys got Brandon, who was a very not safe for work conversation. And then we also had our usual song breakdown with Sam Haft. So I hope you enjoyed those. Don't forget to come back next week for more special guests, more song breakdowns with Sam. And we'll see, and we'll talk about the finale because it's gonna be over. It's so sad.
So sad. One more Wednesday.
I'm sad, but I'm excited.
Wednesday. Rip.
Yeah, just wait till you guys see this though.
It's
2 great episodes.
People are gonna like. I can't wait.
We've got a lot to say next week, so it's gonna be just as long, probably.
Please be prepared for it to be just as long. Don't worry, these won't be 2 hours long when we go back to recapping season 1. Hopefully.
Hopefully, it depends if we have some lovely guests who like to yap, then we have lovely guests who like to yap. But anyways, thanks for joining us, guys, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.